Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mutmainah Mautia, and right now I would like to explain about consonant. Plosive consonant. Plosive consonant occur when the vocal tract is closed completely, but for stop, the airflow is not redirected through the nose. Instead, the air quickly builds up pressure behind the articulators and then released in a burst. English contains the following stop consonant. For the first is P. P is voiceless because when we say this consonant, there is no vibration. For example, purse and wrap. Oral passage is blocked by closing the lips, so this is bilabial. B. B is voiced because when we say this consonant, there is a vibration. For example, bag and cap. Oral passage is blocked by closing the lips, so this is bilabial. Next is T. T is voiceless because there is no vibration. For example, tap and rat. Oral passage is blocked by pressing the tongue tip against the alveolar ridge, so this is alveolar. D. D is voiced because there is a vibration. For example, dip and bat. Oral passage is blocked by pressing the tongue tip against the alveolar ridge, so this is alveolar. K. K is voiceless because there is no vibration. For example, kite and bag. Block airflow with the back of the tongue against the soft palate, so this is velar. And the last one is G. G is voiced because there is a vibration. For example, good and bug. Block the airflow with the back of the tongue against the soft palate, so this is velar.
Okay, I will continue the explanation from my friend. The first, the sound M. The sound M by voice. M including nasal and bilabial. Incline nasal because nasal consonant created when you actually block the flow of air through your mouth and let air pass through your nose. And includes bilabial because the oral function of which is blocked by closing the lips, namely the lower lip and the upper lip. As example, M as in M. The second, the sound V by voiced B, there are fricative and labiodental. That is, R is pitched down the upper teeth and lower lip. Example V is have. The third is the sound S. The without sound S including fricative and alveolar. That is, R is pitched down the tongue and alveolar right. Example S is bus. The first is the sound J. By without sounds, J belongs to the affricate and alveolar plates. That is, the R is blocked with the tongue just outside the alveolar ridge. Example just in match. The five is the sound V. By voiceless, labiodental, and fricative. First sounds are classified as labiodental because they involve the lower lip and upper teeth. First sound is part of the fricative. When pronounced, the first vowel blocks part of the airflow and cause friction. Example for asking calf. The last is the sound N. By false N, including in the nasal in the velar. You make a velar consonant when you raise the back of the tongue and the velum to block or facilitate airflow. Example N as sing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mukhaidit P and I'm going to explain W sound, Z sound, N sound, L sound, Y sound, and H sound. W sound is voice. W sound is called bilabial approximant, which means that you round your lips, and from a narrow space at the back of your mouth with your tongue. For example, what, work, quick. The sound is voice. The sound is alveolar fricative, made by put the tongue on the alveolar and squeezing air between a small gaps as it leaves the body. For example, us, his, always. Next sound is voice. Next sound is alveolar nasal, which mean put the tongue on the alveolar and blocking air in the mouth and releasing sounds through the nose. For example, and, in, and not. L sound is voice. L sound is alveolar lateral, which means that obstruction to the air stream at a point along the center of the oral tract, or with the incomplete closure between both sides of the tongue and the roof of the mouth. For example, all, like, look. Yah sound is called palatal approximant, which means that you from a narrow space in the middle of your mouth with your tongue. The yah sound is made through the mouth and is voice, which means you vibrate your vocal cords to make the sounds. For example, you, your, and use. The last, her sound. Her sound is called glottal fricative, which means the sound is made with the motion of your vocal cords, but it's not voice. Fricative are sounds which are made by bringing two parts of your mouth or throat very close together and pushing the air through them. For example, have, he, and home.
My name is Nurul Ainidaya. I will continue the explain about consonant sound. The next consonant sound is the sound. The sound is voiceless. The sound we also called dental because the sound is located in lower lip and upper teeth. The sound includes fricative because the sound produced by forcing air through a narrow channel made by placing two articulators close together. For example, thick. The next consonant sound is the sound. The sound is voiced. The sound we also called dental because the sound is located in lower lip and upper teeth. The sound also includes fricative because the sound produced by forcing air through a narrow channel made by placing two articulators close together. For example, this. The next consonant sound is sh sound. Sh sound is voiceless. Sh sound is palatoalveolar because the sound is located in blade of tongue and back of alveolar ridge. The sound include fricative because its sound produced by forcing air through a narrow channel made by placing two articulators close together. For example, shop. The next consonant sound is j sound. J sound is voiced. J sound also include palato-alveolar because the sound is located in blade of the tongue and back of alveolar ridge. The sound also include fricative because its sound produced by forcing air through a narrow channel made by placing two articulators close together. For example, gin. The next consonant sound is w sound. W sound is voiced, and w sound we also called bilabial because the sound is located in lower lip and upper lip. The sound include approximant because its sound produced by bringing one articulators in the vocal tract close to another without, however, causing audible friction. For example, wet. And the last consonant sound is r sound. R sound is voiced. R sound we also called palato-alveolar because its sound is located in blade of tongue and back of alveolar ridge. The sound also include approximate because the sound is produced by bringing one articulators in the vocal tract close to another without, however, causing audible tract. For example, root. I think that's all. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.